Hello, 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 hello. Hello to you wherever you are. Hello, all of my wonderful friends all across the world. I say hi, hello to you. I hope you're having a marvelous, ecstatic, exciting day. And I hope that this year is going to be a marvelous, prosperous year for you. And we're going to try to bring lots of ecstatic, happy, enthusiastic thoughts to you all year long. I send out great big hugs of love to you all over the world, from the east to the west to the north to the south. I send out great big hearts of love. Oh, yes, warm hugs and hearts of love, one heart after the other. One hot, warm heart after the other warm heart is going all across this world to you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it's going to be a wonderful 2017. And I am so excited about it. And I want you to stay excited and enchanted. Oh, yes, the sun is out bright and everything's right, and I hope all is well with you. I hope you're happy just like this nice little kitten is there. He's just a few weeks old there, but the way I have him in the picture there, he looks older than that. You can't, but anyway, we need to realize that we can be happy and contented as a happy kitten all the time, and jumping around and purring and having a marvelous time. Every day we can have that joy and happiness, and I want you to be full of ecstasy every single day in 2017. I want you to get under that spout where all of that energy and joy and ecstasy comes out. And oh, I want you to ask for a new bolt of lightning every day to come down and touch you with power and healing. And I send out them bolts of lightning of healing power to you now all across this universe. Oh, yes, so that every time you look out and you see a sunbeam, know that all of those bolts of healing power are in every beam of sunlight, and every cloud, and every blue sky, and everywhere around you is healing power, and everywhere around you is joy and ecstasy. And I'm sending out the power to raise you up now off that sick bed, to raise you up out of any disease or illness. And yes, you can receive it. You can receive it like a bolt of lightning, and when the realization hits you of just how powerful it is, oh, yes, you will be ecstatic like you never have been in your life. And that's what we're after here. Oh, yes, this is the spirit of ecstasy, and this I'm here to provide all of that ecstasy to you. Oh, yes, and my enchanted little cat there. Oh, yes, he is so happy. And we want to stay happy like that and enchanted. And, you know, we get real happy when we win something, you know, like you win $10,000 or you win a new car. You know, if you win a new Escalade or a new Navigator or something like that, you know, all of those kinds of things are full of ecstasy, and you say full of ecstasy for a while and full of joy for a while. But these things have an ecstasy and a joy that is lasting and will last from the beginning to the end throughout eternity. And all of your life, every day, you can be on that high of that ecstasy and joy. And oh, yes, every day I ask you to look for a new item of truth that will give you a new jolt. You know, if you'll always seek for that jolt, to say, and that's what I always do. I say, well, when I get up today, I am going to look till I find that jolt of truth and energy. Oh, it is better than what I had the day before. And you'll find out that you can go on in most any library, and if you know where to look, you can find the right books that will give you those truths. And that's one of the reasons why in the past I called myself the Universal Library, abbreviated UL, is because that I made it my business to know where every good book and every book full of ecstasy and happiness and joy is in every library in the world, to know what all the good books are and where they all are. Books on history and things like that also, and other subjects, but mainly the books on ecstasy and joy and enthusiasm. That I've made it my business all my life to find those, and I've gone in and I've actually made it a point to seek them out. And you have to do that. You have to seek out these truths and seek out this joy and this ecstasy and reach for it. And when you reach for it, it will reach back. And there's some marvelous books. Some of the most marvelous books that I have in my library. There's one called A Course in Miracles by the Foundation for Inner Peace, Helen Schucman, Schucman. You can find that on Amazon. There's Eckhart Tolle, ECKHART, The Power of Now. Books like this, and Joel Goldsmith's books. Look in libraries for Joel Goldsmith's books, especially the ones on the infinite mind and the infinite way. He has a book called The Infinite Way that is just marvelous. And The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And of course, Ernest Holmes and Louise Hay, they were both from the same, Louise Hay studied under the teachings of Ernest Holmes, which was the founder of the Religious Science Institute, and wrote the book called Science of Mind. So Ernest Holmes and Louise Hay, all Louise Hay's books, she has over a dozen books, and Deepak Chopra, Chopra, he has over a dozen books. And the very best one, I feel like, is the one called Quantum Healing. I think that, to me, that's the best one, but he has a whole lot of good ones. And Getting into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I have shown you that one a number of times here, that I keep right here handy, as I do all of those books. But this one is Getting into the Vortex, Esther and Jerry Hicks. And then they have a CD in there that will help you also, that you can listen to. Guided meditations in there, a CD that comes with it, and all of that, and you can listen to that CD when you're not reading the book. And so all of those marvelous things, and I can't possibly on these videos tell you everything, but you can get a hold of these books and you can keep studying those along with my videos, and we'll just keep you in all kinds of ecstasy all through the year 2017. And that is just marvelous. And I'll review books from time to time, and so we can stay excited. And that's what we aim to do. It's because it's just a marvelous, wonderful, so many marvelous, wonderful things that we have that are just that will keep us on that high all the time. If we recognize it, all energy is present, and in every second of time and in every location, all ecstasy and energy and power and love and joy and healing and uplift and all of these things are always present. But we have to reach up and receive them, reach up and make ourselves aware of them. They're present with you. They're actually closer than your consciousness. When you say, I am here, you say, I am here, and you're here, and you know your name and all of that. Well, these things are actually closer than all of those things. And the recognition of who you are and the recognition of your name, they're closer. But at the same time, just because they're close don't mean you're always going to be aware of them. And if you're not aware of them, of course, you can't get all of the full benefit of them. And so we have to actually take the time to get quiet and listen for the thoughts and ideas and become aware of them and actually know they're there. And therefore, whatever energy you want, rejoice fully about that amount and type of energy right now. That's the way to get that ecstasy I'm talking about, is when you want to get into a feeling of ecstasy and joy and excitement, start rejoicing about the fact that you know that that joy and that ecstasy and that excitement is there with you somewhere. You know that it is there, that it's closer than consciousness, and although you're not recognizing it at first, you know that if you get quiet and start asking for it, it's going to open up and begin to flow. And so that's what I mean by getting under the spout where the glory comes out, is that you get quiet and say, now I know the joy and the ecstasy and the peace and the enthusiasm and the healing power is here, and so I want it to flow, and so I'm going to just get quiet and relax, and I'm going to say, let it flow. Let it flow, and just start breathing real slow and letting it flow, and breathing real slow and letting it flow, and just let it flow till you glow. And then you'll know, and you'll know how to find it the next time. That amount of type of energy is here now. So we need to maintain the same intensity of rejoicing as if the greatest overflow of energy is already flowing. Even if the energy is not flowing, get up, dance around, move your feet to a happy beat, clap your hands and rejoice, and begin to say, thank you, infinite mind. Thank you, divine mind. Thank you, my inward source. Thank you, God. Thank you for making me aware of all that joy and that ecstasy. And just keep clapping your hands and moving your feet, and just keep dancing about to a happy beat, and just keep on clapping your hands and raising your hands or whatever you need to do until that bolt of lightning hits you and you feel that ecstasy like nothing you've ever felt before in your life. And it will come. It will come. And so let us keep this all of this enchantment. Now see, this is enchantment. This is enchanting. And so life is meant to be enchanting. It's meant to be exciting. That's one of the things we need to know there also, is that life was meant to be enchanting, and life was meant to be full of adventure, and life was meant to be full of excitement, and life was meant to be full of ecstasy. It's a spirit of ecstasy, the spirit of excitement, the spirit of enchantment, which is really always there with you, and that is always ready to flow, and life was meant to be that way. And so if you will stop and realize it and become aware of it, it will begin to flow. All good is going to plethorously flow. It is only us and our sense of fear and limitations that ever dam it up. We've been taught fear, and we've been taught limitation, and we've been taught to just be to not feel like that we could be all that happy or joyful. And we've been taught that we have to be depressed at times. And we've been taught that we have to be down in the valley at times. But all of these things, we're going to have to unteach ourselves these things and begin to realize that we can be ecstatic and full of enthusiasm and enchantment every single day of our life. The closest reality and substance to us right now is God, infinite mind, and God is love, and God is also ecstasy, and God is enthusiasm, and God is life and mind, and God is all of these things. And God is always ecstatic, let's face it, because God knows how big and vast this universe is and how full of wealth and joy and power it is. And so He's always excited, and He's closer than consciousness to us. Our infinite mind, God, our divine mind, our source is there and full of that ecstasy and joy and we are one with that infinite mind that knows about all of this ecstasy and joy, and knows how vast, as I say, the universe is, and how full of joy and ecstasy it is. He knows what is all there and is there with us and able to give it to us. And so we know then that we can receive all kinds of substance, including energy, healing, freedom, and all these kinds of things. And I will talk to you again tomorrow about these wonderful things. Have a happy New Year and a good evening. Thank you.